Assalamu alaikum, good morning, and a very warm welcome to this International Conference of Tourism Potential of Pakistan. I am Anur Qureshi, your host of this event. So basically, this conference is designed to talk about the tourism potential of Pakistan, and this conference is designed in a way that we'll be having a panel discussion. We'll be talking about the mountain tourism, we'll be talking about the coastal tourism, religious tourism, and heritage tourism. Together, we'll talk about the opportunities in the tourism sector of Pakistan, challenges, and most importantly, various aspects of tourism sector of Pakistan. So, without wasting a single minute to proceed further, I would like to invite former ambassador of Pakistan to US and chairperson of the Sanober Institute, Mr. Aizaz Chaudhry Saab, to come forward for the opening remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly welcome Mr. Aizaz.
Let me introduce Sanober Institute to you. It is an independent voice on addressing issues of critical significance and importance for Pakistan. And we normally operate in digital space, but also convene national and international conferences. Recently, we held a national conference on national security and foreign policy, and this one is on a very, very different subject, but equally important subject. For this event, we are partnering with Serena Hotels. Mr. Aziz Bolani, who is the CEO of Serena Hotels in Central Asia, South Asia, and Africa, unfortunately could not join us because there are board meetings in Faisalabad and he had to be there, but he asked me to convey his regards and greetings to you all. Serena Hotel and my own personal association goes back a long time, especially when I was Foreign Secretary. We jointly convened a large number of public diplomacy events, and you can see the insignia of public diplomacy right there. I am very, very happy that Sanober is also joining that effort of Serena Hotel. Now, I would like to welcome some of the guests that have come here today. There are two keynote speakers, Senator Mushahid Hussain. I like to call him scholar politician, although he wears many hats. He started his career as a journalist, but to be very honest, I have seen very few people as eloquent as him in defending the narratives of Pakistan wherever he goes. And today also he has very graciously accepted to be the first keynote speaker. And then we will have the second keynote speaker by Dr. Harun Sharif, another prominent name and a development expert, an economist with considerable experience in the World Bank, and a former Minister of State for Investment in the previous government. So thank you also for joining us. We look forward to hearing you. And above all, I am truly honored to welcome Engineer Khurram Dastagir. He is former Minister for Foreign Affairs, Defense, Commerce, maybe another portfolio energy. So 4 very important portfolios he's held. He's been a long-standing member of National Assembly, not this time, but in his career. And I understand his father too represented his constituency in the National Assembly of Pakistan for many, many years. I would also like to recognize my own colleagues in the Sanober board, who are the moderators for today's session. Admiral Khan Hasham bin Siddiq, he has been Vice Chief of Naval Staff, former head of Bahriya Foundation, and has also operated a think tank, IPRI, which will be holding Margala Dialogue, and I think he started that tradition when he was there. Then we have Ambassador Nagmana Hashmi. Oh, there she is. As you all know her, she's been very, very active. She was last our ambassador to China, but she spent a long time in Brussels. Apart from different careers, she writes a lot and speaks so well. And thank you so much for moderating the mountain tourism panel. Then we have Dr. Kamar Chima, Chief of where you are, there you go. He is an academic who turned into a strategic analyst and also is an influencer. Thank you, Kamal. And he'll be doing the religious tourism. And then we have Raja Amer Iqbal. I think there he is. Raja Sahab, thank you. He's former president of Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce. So as you can see, we have a diverse composition. These are all members of our board, but they will also be moderating these 4 sessions. Khana Sham, I didn't mention, will be moderating the coastal tourism, the upcoming sector of tourism in Pakistan. We also have engineer Khalid Bashir. I don't know whether he is here or not, and he has provided our offices. Let me also recognize some other people in the audience. I'm very happy to have Ambassador Silva of Portugal here. As you all know, Portugal, and he just told me, honestly, I didn't know. I knew that Portugal is famous for tourism, but for 11 million population, they have 30 million tourists, so 3:1. So that's an amazing fact. So we can learn so much from Portugal actually in that. And the other is Ambassador of Malaysia. Sir, thank you so much for His Excellency for being with us. As Senator Mushahid rightly remarked, Malaysia, truly Asia. We have so much to learn from your country, and I think it's a very respected name in Pakistan. And of course, we have so many panelists who will be introduced during the course of the day. I would like to make a few remarks. Why are we holding this conference? Why tourism in particular? It is my sense and the sense of my colleagues that tourism for Pakistan is a low-hanging fruit in terms of a revenue-generating industry. We are short of capital, and I think this is an easy way because bulk of tourism in Pakistan is domestic. And therefore, we think that we have seen youngsters, from LUMS and IBA going out to Skardu and making resorts. And I was just told by Khan Hasham that, there are people also in the marine domain, considerable tourism happening. So that is one. And second is the image boosting element. I want to narrate to you a very short anecdote. There was a German professor, Michael Jensen. He has passed away recently, but he spent like 25 years on Mohenjo-daro. And I hosted him twice. And if he was alive, I would have been really honored to host him today. He would tell me that if Pakistan can just fix its energies on Mohenjo-daro alone, it can transform its image from terrorism to tourism. All you need to do is to build up an airstrip, some kind of airport, and a 5-star hotel, and good guides. And then you can do it. And we have not only Mohenjo-daro, we have Harappa, we have Mehrgarh, we have Gandhara civilization. There's so much, that this country has to offer. Then another reason that I thought we should focus on this was because as a civil servant, I have undergone 4 training courses. And they took us to all over the country. They took us abroad for exposure, but never to these archaeological heritage sites. And I was devastated by this fact. So I thought that we should, and my colleagues too, that we should really shine light on these treasures of Pakistan. So that not only the world, the people of Pakistan themselves should know that they are sitting on real, genuine treasures. Let me make 4 quick points. Security is a major issue. There's no doubt about it. I'm not in a state of denial on that. But since bulk of tourism in Pakistan is domestic, we see Pakistanis throng all the tourist places every season. And therefore, there is no reason for us not to really pay attention to it just because we are focusing on security. Second is infrastructure. We do need access, a better access to these treasures, particularly predictable flight connections. And then we also need facilities like hotels, and hotels not only 5-star hotels. I think you need 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star, depending on the capacity to pay for every individual. Then we also need expert tourist guide. I remember when I was going in Lahore Fort, I took a guide. I was with my family, and this man was explaining some of the anecdotes which were historically not factual. And since I had the opportunity to study history of the Indian subcontinent, I would correct him all the time. So I thought that these people really need to be trained better. And I'm glad that we have, Managing Director of PTDC also with us, Aftab Rahman Rana, and he just told me this morning a good news that he has been asked to make the tourism policy. I think a draft of it, which will go to the cabinet and go through the readings. But it's a good step. You need a very comprehensive policy. And finally, we need cleanliness. I think the tourist places are awful. Heron Minar is close to Lahore. So on one Eid, we thought that we'll go to Heron Minar. And we couldn't find a place to spread our chadar, So it's a pity. So I walked up to the office of the assistant director there, and I sort of bullshitted him. I said, you have 20 people, come on, send them. I know that this may sound to be sort of bad-mouthing, but this is a reality. We need to focus on cleanliness. Unless we do that, I have heard that base camps in, K2 base camps and others, people don't take care. I think we need to learn and inculcate that culture. That's why I highlighted this particular aspect as well. For just your reference, we have 3 articles that we have placed on our website. One written by Dr. Hassan Daudbat. Are you here? Not yet. Well, that's one. The second is by Ambassador Nagmana Ashmi, and the third one is by me. We have placed it on our website, sanoberinstitute.com, and if you are, interested in reading it, please do. Now, a word about the outcome of this conference. We plan to do what we did for our conference on national security and foreign policy. We will be documenting every word that is being said here on this platform. We'll convert it into a proper document, a nice readable, but our focus will not be on illustrating whatever you are saying, but the doable recommendations and proposals that you make. That's what we will pick. And we will prepare that, and we hope to give it to not only the policy makers, but also to whosoever is interested in tourism in Pakistan. And I can see that there are so many, associations here. I can see Brigadier Sajjad, Pakistan Travel Mart. They organize every year, and I think 2025 again it is being happening. I see somebody representing Alpine Association of Pakistan. And tours and travel, there'll probably be many tour operators here. So I do hope that this conference will be of utility to us as a nation and to our policymakers as well. Once again, thank you for sparing your time, and again apologies for slightly short delay because of unavoidable circumstances. Thank you so much for coming.